The Dating Show, brought to you by olderdatingonline.com.
Hello, Debbie. How are you today?
Well, I'm good, Rod. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. It's spring.
Spring has sprung.
Sexiest time of the year.
Apparently, that's right. There's been some research on that, and thoughts do turn towards dating and sex.
Really?
This is sex, yes.
Really?
Yes.
Why is that? Do we know?
Well, I don't know. It works for the birds and the bees. It works for us too, I guess.
Yeah, you got a little bit of a spark in your eye today.
Ah, yes. That's because it's spring.
Good. I don't know where to go with this.
Move on, Rod.
Getting a bit hot.
Okay.
You're making me hot, Debbie.
Oh, good.
All right, I'll tell you somebody who is making me hot.
Uh-huh.
And that's
The lovely.
Emily.
Yes,
Now, she's a new recruit to the dating show.
indeed.
Hello, Emily. All right.
Hello, Rodrigo.
You're looking lovely.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, don't you think, Debbie? Sort of younger version of you.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a bit mean.
No, Rod always means well.
Debbie's lovely.
Yeah, you're both lovely.
What's your problem with Debbie?
No, nothing. Nothing at all. Okay, let's just, because Emily's going to be looking at a few things for us over the coming weeks, but today we've asked her to look at different types of stuff you can do on a date. Good idea, Debbie?
Very good. Always useful to have ideas for dates.
So rather than just go for a drink or a meal, come up with some unusual ideas. So
Mix it up a bit.
yeah.
Well, I think this is quite a fun one. Go to a fun fair. Get it?
Okay.
Or a circus, maybe. Just because it's something quite different, and I think that idea of doing something a bit more active, and with fun fair, for example, lots of different rides, you can both have common interests, like, oh, do you like that one, and what do you think of the waltzer? Is that your kind of thing? And you can find out whether they're a bit more of a daredevil, like you, if you're a daredevil, or playing it safe.
And you can pretend to be scared, can't you? And sort of cuddle
Oh, yeah,
up.
exactly.
Scream.
And scream. Well, yeah, the lady could be a bit more of a damsel in distress,
Yeah.
and she could see if he's going to be her knight in shining armour.
Are you good on a Big Dipper,
Yes,
Emily?
I'm very good on a Big Dipper rod. Sounds so wrong.
It does. Okay, any other ideas?
Yeah, I thought as well of maybe going for a picnic in a park, or, for example, in London we've got some lakes in parks, so I thought you could go boating. And again, activities, common interests, you can have a bit of fun and pretend to throw each other in, or throw each other in if you want. You could do.
Okay. Better than sort of the cinema or
Definitely. Cinema.
theatre, because you've got to sort of, you've got to watch the show, haven't you?
Yeah, and I think with something like that, I can see why people do it. They're probably afraid of, is there going to be enough conversation? So something like that you can just focus on. But I think that's wrong, because you're not looking at each other, you're not talking. But if you want to do that, you could maybe then go for a drink afterwards and discuss the play or the show or the film, and hopefully get a bit more action in there.
Action.
I think I agree with
Big
Emily.
Dipper.
The Big Dipper. I think because laughter is a fantastic way of breaking the ice and getting people to relax. But that doesn't mean doing impressions or telling jokes. Or
Well, we'll come to that because he's. I've got him back, Debbie.
Hey,
I've got him
Alex.
back. In a minute, we'll hear
Cool.
an update on his dating journey. But
Brilliant. But as Emily says, doing something that is amusing, like boating or going to a fun fair, and that takes the focus off you, what you look like, how you're being, and more on having fun. And when you're genuinely having fun, you're more attractive anyway.
what about sort of if you go a bit more extreme, like some of the sort of more dangerous sports, rock climbing, abseiling?
Yeah, I
is
think
a good idea?
Yeah,
Not
I
a good
think
idea?
so. I mean, I did rock climbing recently. It wasn't a date, but I went with my boyfriend and a few friends, and I think,
Boyfriend.
yeah, sorry. Oh dear. Should I not have said that? Oh, take it back.
You
No,
shouldn't have mentioned that.
only joking.
It's all right.
But no, something like that, again, I was actually quite scared. But in the end, you just have fun and you relax and you get over that fear together. So again, I think good icebreaker. Good to have a laugh.
Although rock climbing might be too extreme for a first date.
Maybe discuss it first. Okay, now, your favourite person?
Alex.
Alex. We've heard him
A couple of times
a couple
now.
of times on previous shows where he's been using opera and also using
Impressions.
So let's catch up with him and find out what he's up to now.
The Dating Show, brought to you by olderdatingonline.com.
Now I'm joined by Alex.
Hello, good afternoon.
The opera singing Alex. And also the impressions. I can't really do impressions, but you can, can't you? Just do another one.
Hello, it's...
No, not that one. We've heard that one. Another one.
Okay. In the red kitchen...
No, we've heard that one as well.
Okay.
Have you just got the two?
I've got one more. I can
Yeah,
do
go
one
on.
more.
I bet it's one I've heard.
It's in its early stages. And now...
No, we've heard that as well. Have you got anything else?
I can do a little William Hague.
No, we've heard that one as well.
All right.
That's in one of the other dating shows.
That's it then.
Right, okay, so impressions out the window. Obviously, as we heard in a previous programme, you used impressions to try and attract the lady on a date, and it didn't go very well. You then moved on to opera. Just give us a little...
Yes, hello.
Nessun dorma.
Nessun dorma.
And that didn't go very well either.
Yeah, she threw a cold water...
I'm trying to keep a straight face here. That didn't go too... Now you've moved on to another sort of... Another thing you're going to use. So I'm interested in what you're going to do here.
Yeah, basically, I'm a part-time DJ on a radio station, and basically, I'm gonna...
Not on love songs.
Not on love songs.
No.
But basically...
I wouldn't recruit you on love songs.
Okay. But this is my next weapon in the armoury.
I don't like the use of the word weapon.
Okay.
All right. So
All right.
this is another element to another string to your bow.
Another string to the bow.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm going to woo her with a request.
Okay. So you've met this woman online.
Online.
You've been conversing. It's now got to the stage of sort of either doing something else, and you've decided to play her a record on your radio show.
Indeed.
So what record are you going to play her?
I'm going to play her a 90s track. It's a track by a guy called John Sikander,
Okay.
and it's Just Another Day.
Is it? Is that the title of the song?
It is.
Okay, right. Right, okay. Just give us some idea of how you're going to introduce this record. Just some, right, if we just sort of imagine we're in this radio station. You're going to tell her what time you're going to do this and, all the rest of it. So she'll be sitting at home, probably with a glass of wine, waiting for you to come on and say this. So we imagine we're in this situation. So you are behind a microphone now. So I'm not laughing, really. I'm laughing with you. I'm not laughing at you.
Exactly.
Please.
So
don't get so upset.
So basically, I'm going to say, I'm not going to mention a name, but I'm going to say, X, this is for you.
Okay. Well, go on then.
So, X, this is John Sikander. Just Another Day.
That's great. I like that. That's definitely going to work. Opera, I thought not. The impressions, I thought definitely not. But I think if you voice it like that, you're on to a winner now. Just do it for me one more time.
X,
Sorry.
this is your track, John Sikander. Just Another Day.
Rod.
We're sort of gobsmacked here in the studio, aren't we?
We are, but you are so mean.
Am I?
So mean. You wouldn't recruit him.
I'm trying to help him.
You pull him up on his words, weapon in his armoury. I'm sure you really slayed his confidence. I'm sorry.
Debbie,
Yes,
do you fancy going on the Big Dipper?
anytime.
The Dating Show, brought to you by olderdatingonline.com.